Leo! You're holding on to something a little bit too tightly, and that's okay. We pulled for what's going on here in the physical, going on in your spirit, what you don't see coming, some advice. So here's the thing. There's something you're being called to do. You know it needs to be done. You feel it in your soul and your heart, but maybe you don't want to cause a disruption either in your social life or maybe just your life in general. You don't really want to rock the boat in some sort of way, but rocking the boat is going to be very, very, very rewarding for you, Leo. So that's what I wanted to start the reading with. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Ron, Queen of Cups, and I chose the Queen of Cups because she represents a healing, loving, and nurturing card. And that's the energy that I try to embody when I do readings for people. So thank you for joining me. Still kind of new to YouTube, figuring things out. I appreciate you joining me on this journey. All right, Leo. So what we have going on in your soul, we have boundaries, inner temple, and yes. So there is something to be said about making sure that you have healthy boundaries up. That's good. But I feel like we almost have a wall building instead of a boundary, right? Where something can keep us safe. We can feel like we are secure. We don't have to worry. We can feel that peace. Yes, that's good. But sometimes if we don't have a little bit more risk, and Leo, you're wonderful at this. I almost feel like you're denying yourself to be authentic in this moment for some kind of illusion, some kind of misguided belief, because your challenge is the Sun card here. And we never get a challenge unless we can overcome it. The Sun represents happiness, joy, success, seeing the bright side of things, illumination beyond what is illusion, right? And so I think, either people are misguiding you or we need to do a little bit more research, but your spirit is really calling you to go within and appreciate what it's telling you because it has a lot to say. Leos, they have their light guide them, their fire, their energy. It's very in tune with their intuitive because they can use that to really direct what their soul is telling them to do. They light people's lives up, right? Not surprised to see this Queen of Wands coming in for you. And hey, I want you to know that predictions for the future, you're going to figure this out. I think it'll take a little bit more time than it could. And Spirit's just trying to lightly push you like, hey, something you're putting off, something that you're holding on to, you really need to do something about it. Say yes to that calling. Just say yes, your soul is saying. So now's the time to do some work, right? Ask yourself some big questions, some hermit energy. Remove yourself from people, places, things that may be influencing you, misguiding you, causing you to be in the darkness. So hermit mode, right? Who am I? Where am I going? The energies around me, what are they cultivating in my life? Am I happy? Who do I want to become? What seeds am I sowing? Because there's a lot of fruitfulness coming in for you quickly as soon as you do something about this. Okay, so let's get ahead to the physical life for you. I just wanted to say that. Okay, also, take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else, as every reader says, right? It is a collective reading, so if it does resonate, it does help me, to attune my own discernment. Okay, so you're coming up as the Four of Coins, and this is, a greedy, kind of selfish, I don't want to let go. It's hard for me to move beyond this pattern because I'm afraid that it won't work out in the future. Some kind of disruption is what we don't want, and that's okay. They're telling you once again, focus on those feelings, those emotions. They are coming from a place of love, a place of intuition, right? All of the chalices which have to do with water, emotion, intuition, mysticism, Let it flow. Let yourself go down that path and don't fight it. Don't try to go upstream because change is something that you're wonderful at. Now, your advice from Spirit is to take action on things that you will be proud of because you will be standing proudly in the future. We have the Queen of Wands, and that's why I said I think that you'll solve this, but it'll take a little bit longer than it should. And that's okay. And that's okay. You're walking into your authenticity. You're setting up those healthy boundaries. You're not restricting yourself anymore in this energy. You're being creative. You aren't dimming your light for the other people around you. You are accepting this challenge with welcome arms. And that's good. Okay. So I pulled for what do you not see coming? What you don't see coming. You have the Nine of Swords, self-imposed restrictions, which is why I wanted to bring up this boundary. Is it a boundary or is it a wall? Maybe a wall in this moment. We also have the 10 of Pentacles here, and this has to do with going against the grain, going against what you know feels right. You know, what are you cultivating? And are you planting seeds where they shouldn't? And we have the High Priestess coming in, and that's you finally asking those questions, right? Going into a meditative state and realizing what needs to be done. And that's when the wheels start turning in a beautiful manner. Ending up here with the Wheel of Fortune. That means fated events. That means good news. That means good luck. Things really happening and unfolding where you can shine your light, your authenticity, be that Leo that everybody loves, everybody needs, and it feels good. You know, as I said, you're not fighting upstream anymore. Okay, so advice for you in general. We have tobacco. Feed your ancestors, raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. So it's possible that you need to do some kind of cleanse. You really need to do, of course, as I was saying, some kind of meditation. Go into your inner temple. Maybe you can cleanse with water. It doesn't have to be smoke, or maybe it's sound. You know, anything that gets you into that sacred space where you can actually see beyond. You know what to do. I feel that that's something you're so good at doing. And I question, why are we staying our hand? Why are we going against what we know is right? Now, that's for you to discern. I'm not going to prod and pry. I'm sure it's different for everybody. That's something that Spirit wanted to bring up. So I would love to read this for you. I'm also going to pull some more cards to see what they mean by, you know, this tobacco. Why do we need to speak to our ancestors? So I'm going to pause and I'll tell you what I see. Leo, I know what it is now that you are holding back on. And it's your rage, okay? Something has you off, okay? I don't know if like it happened a long time ago or maybe it happened recently, but maybe it's been resurfacing. Because we have connect with your emotions, protection, also this Emperor card here. I really think that there has been injustice in your life. And I think that your anger is very cathartic for you. And it can help lead you in a direction that is wonderful, that is safe, that is secure, and you're reclaiming your power. So that's why they're saying, you know, get yourself in a state to really meditate on your life, how things are, who is mistreating you, who is misguiding you, who is making you feel like you're incapable or unworthy. Is it yourself? You know, we should take responsibility for what we allow in our life. So don't get angry at like just anybody, right? Don't get angry and like text somebody, how could you do this to me? No, that's not what I mean. I feel that those emotions are going to make you realize what needs to be done. So, first thing I saw when I pulled these was like they need to let themselves be mad, because that anger, it's so human to be angry. You can't unallow yourself to be mad or be frustrated. You have to have a healthy outlet for it. So know that you are safe. Go into your sacred space, your safe space where you're alone. Maybe we need to write it down. Maybe we need to have a good cry, but we have connect with your emotions, protection. You are safe. Call back your power. Something they want you to learn. There's some kind of boundary that has been breached. And it's almost like we know this. And that's why we're putting up a wall, so that we don't hurt our connections in some sort of way. But I want you to know that you're going to have so many opportunities. You're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel when you reclaim your power eventually. I already see that happening for you. Beautifully, by the way. It's almost like, no, I can't deal with this anymore. You know what I mean? In Leo fashion, with that lion energy or lioness energy, where you're like, okay, I'm done. Let's get out of here. Because I sense that there's some either mistreatment, or maybe it's your body, or where it's work, your environment, whatever it is, we don't like it. And we recognize that, and we're using that to inspire us. We're using that emotion to guide us. Exactly what I was saying, so much about emotion and your fire and your light kind of exploding within you and illuminating things. Wait, like that sun card. Gosh, that's wild. Okay, so I am being called to read the book for you. So yeah, let's see what they have to say. Also, if you're like the decks that I'm using today, you can find them in the description below. And as I was getting set up for the book, I had another message come, and it said, your anger is proof that you love yourself. I don't know if you've been told that before. Your anger is proof that you love yourself and you want better for yourself. So that's a message for somebody who's been told that they are too much. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Number 40, tobacco. Keywords: purification, connecting to the spirits or ancestors, and respect. All right, your higher self chose this card because it's a request from the ancestors or spirits with whom you are most comfortable to approach them and the people in your life with more respect and humility. Offering tobacco is a sign of respect and connection for the ancestors in many cultures. Perhaps it's heard about most often in Native American traditions, but it is also common practice for many peoples from Africa, South America, the Caribbean, and the southern United States. When you greet the spirits that support your path, remember that they can see things that you cannot. They can make space where you have faced walls. They can lift you up and carry you over difficult terrain, and they know answers to important questions you haven't even thought of. There are people in your life who have value to offer, but you must first consider what they have to say. What your situation requires is an open mind and to acknowledge your limited knowledge and understanding in your situation. Exactly, because we have the Page of Swords. That's so wild. I love when things really connect together. Page of Swords, being the student, knowing that you have so much to learn. And in order to learn, you have to swing that sword. You have to miss. You have to fall. You have to stumble. Pick your sword up again and try. We're learning from our mistakes. So know that whatever you have been a little bit more lenient on, I think that it is a lesson in what we allow in our life and how it affects us. So take a step back, look at your being, and really ask yourself, Am I happy? Okay, that's all we have for you, Leo. Thank you so much. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to focus on what this Emperor card means for you. That's what I feel you're going to be embodying as you navigate this terrain, as you go into that Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be empowering. It's going to feel fiery and passionate and like, I don't know if you've seen like Avatar The Last Airbender, but it you know when people from the fire spirit, they get like extra angry and they like, I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. I get visuals. I know, I'm a little crazy. Thank you, Leo. I wish you the best. I love you. It's gonna be okay. And yeah, let me know what you're going through. Also, if you watch the whole thing, do a little blue heart emoji. I'm just curious, like who's watching? Okay, bye-bye.